I was soaking wet in sweat.
Yeah,
And
I can
it was
imagine.
just horrible.
I felt bad for you, man, because I know how hard it is to photograph something so far away like the moon. Very difficult.
Well, yeah, I tried to photograph it, but I was trying to do everything at the same time and only one person, and I just felt like I was juggling eggs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and none of the equipment. I don't have good equipment like the tripods, so they weren't doing a good job.
Yeah, you know, if it probably won't happen again for what, another 100 years or something, or
no, there's going to be another one at 2024.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think I'd probably use a wired connection instead of Wi-Fi. I'd get a very long cable, you know, or something to ensure.
Well, I mean, my power cable went off of my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, and then trying to plug in because I brought all the cords with me, but I didn't plug them in because I thought I had a lot of time, but the time just kept on ticking.
So was your family all out in the lake there in their kayaks and everything?
Yeah, the neighbors, and
yeah,
they were bouncing around and waving at me, and I'm flipping them off.
My wife's work staff, somebody brought those glasses to work, and they were able to see it pretty good. It wasn't what do they call it? Where you are, it's a path of totality, I guess they call it. Where it's totally dark. Yeah, Mike Luna's in the room, and he wants you to post the link into the YouTube room.
I'm telling him to check his Facebook.
Mike, he said to check your Facebook. You think he's trying to keep you out of the chat, Mike? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, but I if he checks his Facebook, he would see stuff.
What did you have to eat, honey? Did you eat? What? No, I'm not hungry.
Morning all.
Hey man, how you doing today?
Another day, another dollar.
Well, I wanted to go wake you up, but boy, I was doing everything and I couldn't call you because my phone was trying to capture the
ellipse
image. I did capture it, but not how I expected it to. I just got a picture of the sun, and that was it.
Okay. Yeah, if you like when you send me the link, Kevin, you send it to my phone, and I can't transfer it. Just send it to Hangouts or just post it in the room. And if you send it to, you know my email address, don't you? You got my Hangouts address.
I don't. No, I don't think you give it to me.
Oh, okay. I'll give it to you offline. I thought you could see it.
So what is it, about lunchtime tomorrow? It's still Monday here in New York. What is it, Tuesday lunchtime there, Mike?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We had a rotten night actually, so we wouldn't have seen much anyway. So it's sunny today, but yeah.
I think it's going to storm here tomorrow and be very hot.
We have the sun is setting and the clouds are like kind of like a pinkish color, and we have around 20 geese in the backyard eating the grass.
Wow. You know what I heard that was bizarre on the Weather Channel? I don't know if you guys get that in New Zealand, but they said that like during the solar eclipse, like dolphins came up out of the sea and watched the eclipse, and they stayed till like 5 minutes afterwards, and then they went back, and there was llamas and all kinds of creatures and stuff that watched. It's crazy, huh? Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to communicate with the higher power.
You never know, right?
That's why I told all you sinners, especially Kiwi Mike, to change your ways because the time is coming.
Like I said to you guys, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're gone, and I'll be cremated, and that will be the end of it. There won't be any fucking heaven or anything for me. I'll be fucking dust in the wind.
And then you're gonna be holding up a sign saying, "Don't forget the little guys. Don't forget the little guys."
Oh, yeah, Donna had an interesting topic today, didn't she?
Oh,
Government corruption.
Oh, darn, I missed her. I had to take my wife to the dentist right after Kevin's show, so.
Well, fair enough.
And then I had to get my oil changed in my car. And
what does it cost you guys to get your maintenance done on your cars? Like for me, oil and filter change here is around $80, I think.
Well, I got
mobile. You know what you do, Mike, with the oil thing? Just kidnap one of those service guys and tell them you're going to do bodily harm to them, and then they'll give you a good price.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is a pretty good price, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what your labor costs are, but
they're pretty high here. But yeah, it's kind of a scam artist thing. You know, once in a while you get coupons and stuff in the mail, and so if you get regular motor oil, which some people like to change their own oil every 3,000 miles, but I'm too old for that shit. But
so I mean. You can do it yourself, but I'm the same. I can't be fucked. I'd rather pay some cunt to do it. And they just put it on a hoist, and they just put it on the hoist, jack it up, and then fucking unscrew a couple of bolts, replace the filters, and it's done.
Yeah,
they got all the parts there.
Hey, Mike.
I paid damn near $100 for Mobile One and a Mobile One filter. Yeah. It's supposed to be good for like 10,000. Well, 10,000 miles, like kilometers, like what, 1.6 miles. So,
yeah. Well, I've got an old vehicle anyway. So, but I service it every year.
Yeah, mine's old too. Mine's 2011.
Maybe you want to come back to the show, huh? What do you think?
Who's that?
I was saying maybe you guys want to come back to the show. I mean, because you're like talking about like sissy car stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk about what I want to talk about, and you guys are talking about what you guys want to talk about.
Well, it's okay, Kev.
It's nice.
I was trying to talk about last night. I got a picture in the mail on my social media, and I seen a eclipse.
We get told off.
And I kept on looking at the eclipse, and I kept on looking at the picture, and I'm going, what the hell is this? It looks like it's a hairy thing. And one of my friends sent me a sunset, and a pair of hairy balls were coming out of it.
You just have to stand in front of the in front of the window in front of the sun, Kevin. That will fucking eclipse for us.
Well, you know, the funny thing, the funny thing was, I had to look at it like 3 times, and I'm going, what is this? And then, because I thought somebody was like playing a trick and showing me like a homemade eclipse, and I'm going, what the hell? What the hell? And then I looked at it, and it's a pair of balls, and the sun and everything, and I just died laughing because it was kind of funny, but it was sick, but it was kind of funny. But
you know, Kevin, my buddy Zach, he's like a biker type guy. He just sent me that picture like a half an hour ago. Same exact thing.
But did you recognize it right off the bat?
No, I didn't know what the hell it was. He had it titled Chinese Eclipse. I said, huh? And I thought it was a spider or something in front of it or something. And it was.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
like a coconut or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he put under
I
they have
just
small balls or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to come over and
So
have coffee, and
I like
I'm
to,
chilling tonight. So
I like to thank the people that sent it to me, because that's a sick sense of humor. Same kind of sense of humor I have, but it was kind of a little bit. I didn't understand what it was.
yeah.
Oh heck! Hey Bob, how you doing, man? Haven't but after that, looking at that pictures, I kind of wish I didn't give up drinking.
Yeah, back to oil changing. Yeah. Ray Robs. Did we get told off by Kevin, Richard?
Yeah, we got kicked to the fucking curb, man.
We got kicked to the curb.
Yeah, that's all right. It's his show, man. I don't.
No, you killed me last night, buddy.
My feelings are not hurt.
He can't stop laughing right now because he sent it to me. Yeah. That was because I told him that was going to give me nightmares for the rest of the night.
Hey Kevin, can you hear me?
Hey Victor, how you doing, man?
Oh, this is Randy.
Oh, Randy?
Randall, yeah.
Okay, Randall.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Great. I'm glad you enjoyed that picture. Just don't share it, okay? Let's keep that. Let's just keep that between you and me, okay, buddy?
Oh God, man, you killed me last night.
All right. Okay, I just wanted to stop by and say hello. I'll let you guys get back now. I'm a little bit busy right here.
Well, so, to try not to do no more of those pictures.
I promise. Well, I can't promise.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, that was a good sense of humor. I'm just mad I didn't think about it. All right, buddy. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. It gave me a good laugh.
Well, it was pretty good. So who do we have in the chat room? Okay, we got Randall right there. We got Kiwi Mike. Hey Victor, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh man, I'm still recuperating because I was out there. We had around 94 today, and I was doing a whole bunch of running around and back and forth from the house downstairs, upstairs to the to where I was doing that videoing, and then I stopped and I was just soaking wet.
No, I logged in for a second, and it was funny because I was just in for about maybe 2 seconds, and I was going to look at it, and all I saw was like this orange dot. Then all of a sudden, I think you fell or something, or you dropped something, and it just suddenly cut off.
And he yells, "Oh fuck!"
I was like, "What happened?"
Well, because see, I was trying to do filming for my Facebook and then filming for my YouTube, and they were both on kind of cheap tripods, and the power went out of my camera. I mean, out of my phone. So I tried to hook that up, and then the tablet computer fall, and I going, oh my God, what a day! I mean, yeah.
It's good to know you're okay though.
Yeah, I tried. And now I got footage from my phone, so I'm gonna try to take try to fix that and see if it's anything salvageable.
You know, Kev, I saw footage so clear of the sun that you could actually see the space station against, I don't know what resolution they were using to shoot it in, but you could actually, when they magnified it, you could see the space station. It was unbelievable. because it had passed by. Yeah.
Yeah, but they probably had one of those big military or one
Something
of those
like that,
solar telescopes.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Shot of tequila. Yeah.
Hey, Kev, what was that like in your area? Did the whole thing just turn dark, or?
Well, it turned dark, and then like I said, I was still trying to film it, so I was trying to take off the lens and then show what it looked like. And by the time I did it, then the sun started peeking out again.
Oh, okay. And how long did it last?
It just lasted for like right around almost 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
But some places where when they got a real better coverage, it was around 240.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they said in the news that don't do anything during that 2 minutes because that's going to be the fastest 2 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't see it?
No, I couldn't see it from my area. I'm here in LA, so like, you know, it wasn't part of like the whole that path they were talking about.
Okay.
You know, I did try to go outside and look at it though. I was like, there's not much.
Yeah, yeah. But we had a lot of traffic. We some parts like half an hour from us, that's where they had the best viewing, and for Kentucky, and there was a lot of people, there, and a lot of traffic people want to go home afterwards.
Yeah.
But all the restaurant and hotel people, they were happy because they all got a lot of business and quite a bit of customers for the last since Saturday.
Oh, okay. So like people from out of town can buy and.
Oh yeah, massive amounts of people. They said for our area right around 25,000 people.
That's awesome.
From out of town, yeah.
Cool.
Kev, did the street lights turn on and everything?
Oh, we live out there we live around 7 minutes out of town.
Okay.
So, but our driveway lights automatically came on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good day, but I expected more, but I got a little bit, so a little bit's better than nothing.
Yeah, it was like I was watching it on one of these like huge channels where they had this really powerful, I don't know, camera telescope thing, and I was like, oh, let me check out Kevin's show. So I switched over for like 2 seconds, and then right when I switched, I was like, oh shit! And you like dropped your camera. I was like, oh. I was like, all right, I'm switching back.
Well, I salvaged some of the stuff, and I broke it into different pieces. But if you watch my channel now, you can see what I try to get out of it, and then on my Facebook channel, same thing. So
cool, I'll check it out.
It was okay for nobody ever doing that crap before. Yeah, but it was fun.
Didn't they say the next one's gonna be like in 8 years, 9 years or something?
Yeah, well, they said 2024.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So not too far away.
That's true.
I don't know where it's going to be at, but like I said, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. But if you got kids, then that's a pretty good thrill. I mean, kids that can understand what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some of the kids on TV were really getting a kick out of it. Yeah.
But, you know, the schools here in Kentucky, they made a big thing out of it. for the whole week, and now the kids their homework, they had no school today. They were supposed to make what they like write down their experience. So my cousin's kids, they wrote down, I don't know what they wrote down, but they were talking about what kind of experience or what to expect when they were in school. And then today they just shared it on paper, and now they're going to turn it in for their homework tomorrow. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of cool that the school took notice of it and made everybody do something about it. Like they all got interested in it.
Yeah. Did you guys have these, like, did you see any of these, like, I don't want to call them crazy, but these people that were like talking about it's the end of the world and all that?
Yeah. That's why we had the National Guard out.
It's always a way, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
We had a lot of National Guard and Homeland Security and troopers in town because they were worried about large gatherings of people, and they were worried about the nut jobs, and there was a lot of, we were watching in the news, and they were talking about like they were dressed up like aliens. Something like, you know, they're called attention getters.
Only in America, eh?
No,
Yeah.
I thought I seen you, Kiwi Mike, and I was going to say I know him.
Yeah, no, I yesterday was my mom's birthday, so I went down to Burbank. We were over at my uncle's house, and by like downtown Burbank, there was like a group of maybe like 15, 20 people holding up signs saying, you know, repent now, it's the end of the world. I was like,
Oh boy.
come on.
Well, yeah, but I thought about it a little bit, going.
And Kevin was there too with his
Yeah.
placard.
Oh, he might have been actually.
Well, if I was there, you'd notice me if I was.
You don't need a special lens to stand Kevin in front of the Eclipse.
I'm the guy with the uniform on.
So you're
Yeah, I
out
think-
there with all the Boy Scouts, were you, Kevin? With that little pinhole cardboard cutout so they can look at the sun.
Yeah. But I think some of them said, "Look, mommy, monster." So
Was it that big a deal? I
I
mean,
get home as fast as I could.
we're on the other side of the world, so we didn't see it, obviously.
Hey, I like Javelin Hunt now.
So Kiwi Mike,
550.
you have less of these crazy people in New Zealand, right?
Yeah, no, we don't have these nut jobs, I tell you. I mean, we have our own variety too, but not as bad as that. Ours are mainly tree huggers,
Yeah.
greeny, you know. Not that I have a problem with that as such, but you know.
But, you know, I mean, but if I remember right, wasn't like Java? Wasn't he like a like know all and most powerful and all that kind of? I like that kind. I
No,
don't
dude.
like it when he looks like a slug, but
That's
I
Yoda.
like the theory that
It's Yoda, yeah. No, you're the other one, the one that
That's
blah,
Yoda.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It talks like that. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh God, I'm gonna mute you real fast. Do it again. I swear. Do it again.
Cute.
Don't forget, I do got the power, young man.
Yeah, you have the power to mute.
Oh no, Mike, I'm just gonna exercise my power. Right there, you go. Try to say something now.
Oh, he's blocked, huh?
No, I just muted him for a moment. Come on, Mike, say something. You funny Kiwi-looking man. Come on, say it. Yeah.
You fucking bastard.
I just
So
brought you back.
You blocked me. Fuck you. You bloody
I'm just showing you that about that. I couldn't hear you because I turned you down, man.
Oh, so you can control everyone's mic. So that's good. Well, you should do that when we're having arguments. That way everyone gets a free shot.
Well, I have done that to you, but you didn't know that.
What about the rest of them? You're not
Well, I
bad.
like them. I like those guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Oh, heck. Yeah, right now we're getting dark clouds and we're getting some good lightning strikes. So I got to be careful before I get hit with one of them.
Don't you guys get like tornadoes and stuff like that around there?
No, but that's the next state.
Oh, okay.
We don't really get. We do get some, but not around here, and not around. Like we're very close to Indiana.
Oh, all right.
Then we're also not too. We're like an hour 20 minutes from Nashville. I like Nashville. I don't care what you guys say. That place, that's around like a couple of million people. It's a huge, it's a big place.
Popeye and Grunt show.
Yeah, I think they make Gibson guitars there now in Nashville.
They make everything. They got the Lilyville Slugger Museum there, and no, I'm sorry, that's up there in Lilyville where they have that. But yeah, they got a bunch of places in Nashville.
Hey, Randall.
Yeah,
what
I heard about that Popeye show. I wish them all the luck. And who's the grunt guy? I mean,
what about Randall? Randall, what do you call this show?
Who's the grunt? Who's the grunt?
Star Wars. Hey, Randall, what do you call this show? Star Wars?
Yeah, Nashville's a nice place, but crazy place in one. Well, yeah, it's all rolled up into, but it's kind of historically, it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish them all the best because, well, I just do because I'm a nice guy and Brent is the guy who does Bob. Yeah. Oh, what, Eric? Yeah. Well, aren't they leaving out Bubba and, well, just those three, Bubba, Eric, and that Popeye looking old man. Yeah, wish they all the best. Kevin, you are a nice guy.
Yeah, he's way too nice.
Yeah, I know.
You should have lived in New York a while.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I used to be a bad guy when I was young.
Yeah.
Like when I used to be a bouncer, I used to have like a bad attitude, kinda, and I was a little bit like a bully.
Hey, Kev.
Especially if I didn't like you.
Let me ask you about, you know how like, you know, people go to Alaska to work and all that?
Yep.
I hear like a lot of them just go there for like the Alaskan summer, get
yeah,
jobs, and then come back. How do they do that? Do they just stay at like hostels or like do they camp out?
Well, there's backpack places all over Alaska, but say a lot of parts of Alaska is remote. Like you only can fly there.
Yeah.
So but see, a lot of people go to Alaska for hunting and for sport fishing.
Yeah.
So they could drop like $10,000 a week. Like if you hire a plane, like a float plane, and you go out to a cabin and go fishing for a week. So a lot of people is doing that part.
No, I'm saying like people from, I guess, the quote unquote mainland, if they go there for the summer just to get a job, right? Do they already have jobs lined up, or do they go out there, check into like a hostel?
Like I said, you could go down to Dutch Harbor and go fishing. Like deep sea fishing on a crab boat or one of those long line nets. So there's lots of jobs out there. They got fishing, mining, oil. If you're an oil man, that's easy job to get.
So what, like a roughneck or something?
Roughneck, surveyors, but they usually survey stuff in the wintertime because they drive a lot of heavy trucks on the ice, but they can't drive it on the tundra because the tundra, they will sink and they can't drive. So they don't want to leave no footprints on the environment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, if you I'm not talking about like a college kid, but if you are a trained like a journeyman, like welders and construction, Alaska's a boom town right now for construction work.
Oh yeah. How much do they pay though?
20, 25 an hour.
Oh, that's not bad.
For I was working at the it's called Red Dog Mine, and I was an untrained person when I was younger. I was untrained, but I was big, and I started out 15 an hour, and they taught me what I need to know, and you know, you could go all the way up to $30 an hour. But if you're a trade, if you get a trade, then
now don't forget to behave, guys. Can you hear me?
What's that?
I'm just ringing someone.
Yeah.
So you got to be gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Carry on. You can carry on talking.
Well, I was just going.
Oh,
Shut up. Don't make me unmute you again. But yeah, there's lots of jobs in Alaska. But if you got a trade, then you're more valuable. But if
in one of your old videos, I saw
you and sometimes they put you up in at a place.
Okay. Yeah, in one of your old videos, you were standing next to like this giant excavator vehicle.
Oh, that's at the mine.
Did you operate that or?
Yeah, that's a front end loader, and then I was also standing next to a 777 dump truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, those
you're still there, guys.
That company will teach you how to operate those kind of vehicles. They'll teach you how to be a mechanic, a heavy equipment mechanic. But if you already know how, then it's easy for you to get the job. So yeah, if you're young and you're hungry for work, that's a good place to go.
Yeah, no, because I'm subscribed to one of these travel guys. His name's Gabriel Traveler, and he has like 100,000 subscribers, and he went up there to get a job for the summer, and I guess he's just gonna stay at a campground paying $15 a night, which is weird. Like, wow, okay, I guess you can do that.
Well, they got those backpack hotels, like they're like a bed and breakfast, or there's like one of those hostel places that is even cheaper than 15.
Yeah.
But a lot of people bring up like a tent and sleeping bag.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, Randall just said Jeff the Pinoy troll, Jeff Swift, is up there right now. I don't know what he does up there though, but
yeah, I mean, like I said, if you know what you're doing, it's not too hard to get a job.
Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to get, if you want to join those like crab fishing boats, like you know what they have on that one channel, don't you need experience or something like that? Like you can't just walk in there and be like, hey, let me do this.
You go on.
Hey guys, can I just interrupt? Can you say hello to my friend? Just go, hello, my friend.
Hi, my friend.
Hello.
Hey, Mike's friend.
Thank you. We're just testing something out here. Bye.
Good day, Good day, mate.
Yep.
Good day.
But,
no, she's a she and she's not a mate.
You could get it. You could like get on a plane, go to like when you're in Anchorage, just go down to Dutch Harbor, and then you just go all to all the boats before they cast off, and then you say like you're looking for work, and you know how to do this. If you're an engineer, like a heavy equipment engineer, sometimes they're looking for oilers and all this stuff. But if you want to be a deckhand and you don't know what you're doing, they'll teach you, but you're gonna get like maybe 1% or 1.5% of the catch.
Yeah, and they treat you like shit on the boat on your first voyage, right? They call you greenhorn or something like that.
Well, yeah, but
which is part of the hazing.
Prove yourself.
Yes,
and then it gets better. But yeah, I did that. But see, my trade, I'm a cook by trade.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see my mom and dad, they get a hotel restaurant in Dutch Harbor. So a lot of the ship, the captains and the owners and all those people, they come to my parents' place and they stay at the hotel or the motel, and so my dad knows who to talk to. So it was easy for me to do that.
Well, that's a great trade. You know, you'd be a great asset on one of those boats, because most of those guys probably don't know how to cook, right? They'd be hungry.
They don't know how to cook
up there. Yeah. They can't get rid of you.
But see, I cooked. I cooked. I'm also a cook and a baker, and I can do a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it was pretty easy for me. I worked like maybe 15 hours a day though.
Yeah.
Because those guys work around 18 hours a day. So I got up like very early and I start cooking and all this stuff. And then I walk. I'm talking about 12-man crew.
I see.
So yeah, if you've seen that TV show like The Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one I'm talking about.
That's the same thing what I did.
I love that show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Did you know any of those like the people on there, the captains? Like
no, but I heard of them. But some of those guys I knew, just like at the airport.
Okay.
We're coming and going.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good work if you know what you're doing, or if you're hungry for work. And a lot of people if you're trained or if you're a seasoned crabber, then you can make pretty good money, like maybe 30,000 for like 3 months. I'm talking about 30,000 US, and the captain, like I said, everybody from the captain all the way down, and the cook is like medium level, but I did it for a while, but I just got tired of it.
Did you ever get seasick and all that?
Every day, buddy. I lost weight. Yeah, that's the bad part. Seasick. Everybody got seasick. Even the captain, a seasoned captain, gets seasick. So, but see, we're out there in January all the way to March. So it depends on what season you're out there for. Like king crab is January.
So you're out in the water for 3 months? 3 months?
Oh yeah, yeah, back and forth. See, I was on a catcher processor. That means I went out there and caught it, and then we processed it, and then we put it, we cooked it, we put it into cases, and then the mothership would come and we would offload, and the mothership would give us fresh supplies, and then we'll continue until the end of the season. Instead of catching it, some vessels would catch, and then they would going back in the Dutch Harbor, offload, and then bring back supplies, then go back out again.
Did you have enough fuel for that, like for that whole 3 months, or?
Well, that's why the mothership would come in.
Oh, the refuel. Okay.
Yeah. From fuel to everything, you name it, they had it. And then we would offload. We had 2 tractor trailer freezer bins on the ship.
Yeah.
We were on a medium size catcher processor. We were
Was
on
it a
a
crab fishing boat, or what was it?
225-foot vessel.
What?
We were on a 225-foot vessel.
Was it for crab fishing, or what did you guys?
For Alaska king crab. The
okay.
scientific name is brown crab, but yeah, it was Alaska king crab.
Yeah, I ate one of those things when I was up in Seattle, and it was like $30. It was like, damn.
Oh yeah,
$35. Yeah.
But you're talking about for the dinner, right?
Yeah. And one of those piers up in Seattle, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over at the Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah. Pier 39, one of those things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But it was awesome, man. They had like oysters, and there's no shrimp, but what else did they have?
Well, they had oysters, scallops.
Scallops, and some fries on the side, coleslaw, and that was great because they just like lay it out on the table, and they just dump it on the table, and they give you a bucket for like the garbage. But,
okay,
yeah,
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So they might give you like a selection of everything.
Yeah, and that's one thing you don't find in the Philippines. You can never find that there.
Dick Insider's talking about halibut. We over at Homer, Alaska, over by Kenai, where we used to catch halibut. But we'd go out on a small boat. We would hire it, and then a charter boat, and then we'll go out and catch, and then come back. That was pretty fun. I like. Halibut is a lot like flounder, except flounder's small. Halibut is like 400 or 500 pounds, a little bit smaller some places, but yeah. Oh, the Homer spit. I've been there. Oh, Dick and Cider. Yeah, I used to live when I was a boy. I used to live by Anchor Point. That's right before you go to Homer, over by Clam Gulch. There's a lot of people here that's been to Alaska, looks like. That's funny. Yeah, Homer spit. That's pretty cool, buddy. Yeah.
But it's pretty expensive up there, though, huh?
Well, yeah, but again, you get the cost of living is a little bit high, but you get paid pretty decent.
Yeah.
During the pipeline days back in the 80s. That's where all the money was. That's when I was a boy, and I used to bounce downtown on 4th Avenue. And if you talk to Randall, if Randall comes on, he might have seen me when I was bouncing in Anchorage.
Yeah, you
and
were
then
like
I bounce at Gusty Lamore's Swiftwater Bills. Those are two big nightclubs.
Were you dressed like Patrick Swayze and stuff, like kicking people out of the bar?
No, just regular street clothes, just me. But in the bigger nightclubs, we had like 4 or 5. Well, usually two per door. Because some of the places that I had worked at, we had cover charge.
I heard some places in Alaska they don't serve alcohol, or that's all.
Yeah, that's why I went to jail for maybe a couple of months because I went to a place and I brought alcohol to a village, the village that I was living at, and it was called bootlegging, and I pleaded no contest, but they charged me for alcohol for my own consumption instead of selling it. They said I was just had it for my own self. But yeah, alcohol, like maybe a fifth. You know how big a fifth is?
Yeah.
You could sell it for $100. So at the Eskimo village, and then the whole long neck will go for maybe $150.
Whoa.
Sometimes I would go up there with a case, and in a case, there's around 12 bottles to a case. Sometimes I would go up there with a couple of cases. So yeah, I went to jail for that.
So is that like a felony or is that a misdemeanor?
No, it was a felony, but since I pleaded no contest, they brought it down to a misdemeanor because I used it for my own consumption.
Okay.
Instead of to profit, I just drunk. They said I used it to get drunk off of.
We had like 7 kegs and shit. And we're like, yeah, this is for my own consumption.
I had like maybe 2.5 cases of long necks. And I tried. You ever see those R&R plastic bottles? That's what I tried to get, but some places they only had glass long necks. That black velvet R&R. I used to bring in Bacardi, stuff like that. But I tried to bring in cheap because you could sell it for a lot. But if you had like a 151, a Bacardi 150, then the price would go up higher. But I didn't bring in 151 because that's. See, if a native drink and he got drunk and he committed a crime, I will also get charged for it.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so that part, or if the person drink and he died, I would be charged for that too.
But that's only if you provided the alcohol to him, right? I mean.
Well, that's only if they could prove that I sold it to them.
Right.
But I only did it for a couple of times, and then I just got wind because I did get caught. Somebody turned me in, and
fuck this.
We have village police there. We don't have, and we have like in Kotzebue and in Nome, and in Barrow they have Alaska State Troopers, and then. If they catch wind, then they will come and get you. A lot of people would try to bring in the alcohol by snow machine, and sometimes when we have bad weather, they will. You could get lost and disorientated, and sometimes a lot of people they would drink and drive the snow machine. I would talk about maybe 2-hour trip, but during a whiteout, when they have a snow or when they have bad weather, they could get lost and get disorientated, and then they would find the bootlegger. They would find them usually naked, because when you get drunk and you're freezing to death. You are psychologically, you're thinking that you're overheating, so you mentally start taking off your clothes and freeze to death, no matter what. So yeah, hypothermia is very bad because, like I said, when you're dying, you start thinking that you're overheating. I know about cold weather survival. I hardly ever drink. We had marijuana. My ex-wife, she smoked marijuana like they were cigarettes. So I would bring in maybe a pound.
A pound. Wow.
Yeah, a pound of weed. I would bring in, smuggle it in on my body, on my person. And then I would sell it, and then like a pin joint would go for $10.
Whoa!
And then a gram, I'm talking about a small gram, and that would go for maybe $50.
Jeez.
But today, marijuana is legal in Alaska. So all that work that I, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's okay to have. So there's no more smuggling. But that's just a little bit about my outlaw days. Yeah, I've been to a lot of places, and I've done a lot of things. So that part is I have a lot of good experiences, a few bad experiences. I went to jail, yes, but I went to jail in Nome, Alaska, because that's where I was close. That's where I got I had to turn myself in. See, I didn't go to court like at the courthouse there. I had a conference call at the city office in Norfolk, and I had a conference call, and the judge told me I had to surrender myself at a certain time, and the judge said he doesn't want the troopers to come and get me because it doesn't look good. But if I go there and then I go to at Nome and then turn myself in at the jail, then everything is a lot better for me. So that's what I did. Alaska's pretty mellow, as you can see.
Yeah, a few of those guys on Deadliest Catch, they don't turn up on like the first day because they're in jail or something, or they have court dates.
See, in Dutch Harbor, there was a bar called the Unicy, and that bar was Playboy magazine classified that bar the 10th most deadliest bar in the world. Number 10, because they were having knife fights, killings every day. And like I said, that place was just, I mean, like, it was kind of like lawless. We had a lot of troopers and we had a lot of fish and game officers, but, it was kind of like a lawless place. But there was a lot of drugs, heavy drugs, that got, because like a lot of the fishermen would use like coke and crack and stuff, because you come home, like you get off ship, sometimes you get paid in cash, and they have a lot of money, and then they go out. There's not a lot of women there, but there's a lot of bars, and even the ugly women get, even the old big ugly women. They got a date for the night. But I had my own girlfriend there, and she was working for my mom and dad. And a lot of my shipmates, they said, "Kevin, you don't lose your girlfriend, you lose your turn." But yeah, that part kind of psychologically messed with my head, because I start worrying about what they were saying to me, because they were badgering me. Okay. Well, there's no igloos really, but they had like they would make a shelter, like a hunt shelter, but the hunt shelters were usually made out of grass and wood, like sod and stuff like that.
Eskimo pie. That's funny.
What happened?
Dick Insider said to determine the circumference of an igloo, you had to use Eskimo pie. That's very funny.
The funny thing is, at the general stores, they had Eskimo pies.
Oh man!
Yeah, I remember like when I was a kid, I used to wonder about like igloos and stuff like that, and I would see these documentaries where they do like the Iditarod and and I would see people walking on snow, and it looked like they were wearing like tennis rackets on the bottom of their feet.
Yeah.
Are those tennis rackets? What the fuck are those?
That was
Those are like snowshoes, right?
it's called a snowshoe.
Yeah, yeah.
It does look like
You don't know what it is.
rackets or badminton rackets, but they work so good. But you're talking about for fresh snow. You could use those, but normally because the temperature would go up, it would fluctuate, and the snow would become hard. So you
Yeah,
you
no,
hardly,
I know.
you
I know.
hardly ever sneak in except when it's fresh snow.
Yeah, fresh snow is nice and all. Like I was in New York in '95. Fresh snow is nice, but like afterwards it gets all like disgusting, you know.
Oh yeah,
I've had about enough of this.
hard. The snow is like brittle.
Yeah.
And then the color, like it start changing to like a grayish, sometimes black, sometimes rock, like gritty, yellow snow. Don't eat that. That's when a dog or somebody goes up and pee all over it. Most of the women who live in Alaska require DNA test. No. You know what they are.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Alaska is a cool place. Like I said, if you're young, check it out. If you're old, check it out. But you know, it's a good place to go and spend the summer. Hey, Gunn, how you doing, buddy? Michael.
That's why Kevin went to the Philippines, Randall.
Oh yeah.
He wanted the hot babes.
Well, there's like I said, there's those Eskimo women. They look a lot like Filipinos.
I don't think I ever heard like, you know, if you've already said, you know, what happened, like how you ended up in the Philippines. Did you just like pick it up or something, or did you just say like, oh yeah, I'll go here, or how did you go about?
Boobs.
You know?
So see, I'm in Alaska. We have thousands and thousands of Filipinos.
Oh, okay.
Again, we have a lot of trained Filipinos that worked in canneries in Alaska, and so we see a lot of them at the airport, and we talk to them and stuff. So I just found out that way. Plus, when I was bouncing downtown, we had quite a few. Maybe I knew of 20, maybe 25 women that was prostitutes, and they were Filipinos. And some of them they weren't allowed, like in my nightclub that I worked at, so because they were 86. So, but I knew them, and you know they know who I am and stuff. So they were all pretty cool to me, and I was cool to them. I'm hardly ever a jerk to people, except you know when they want, like when they think they can pull one over on you.
So what, they like convinced you like, yeah, go here, you know, this is a great place? And
oh no, I always I've only been with one white woman in my life, and she was a redhead, but most of the women that I've been with has been Alaskan Native.
Oh, okay.
So I just like dark-skinned women. So I just found Filipino women attractive. And plus,
So
like I said,
did you
I talk
have,
to a lot of the Filipinos that's like in Dutch Harbor, Kodiak. They call Kodiak. Look up Kodiak, Alaska, and you type out Little Philippines, and Kodiak should come up because there's so many Filipinos that was in Kodiak at that time. And then we also had gang problems with Filipinos. They were called the Little Rascals.
Gangs in Alaska. Okay.
The Little Rascals.
Yeah, yeah, because they're small.
Yeah.
So one of their names was the Little Rascals. Yeah. Very, very good. Like I said, if you want good excitement, look.
That's awesome.
What's that?
That's awesome. No, I was going to ask you. So when you went to the Philippines the first time, did you already have like a girl lined up that you met online or as a pen pal?
Yeah, Yahoo,
Okay.
Yahoo, buddy. I met her on Yahoo, and she showed me her boob, and that was it. I knew she was the one. Yeah, I mean, no, seriously, I knew she was the. And then, well, see, no, not really. Her, I met this other one. She's a domestic helper in Hong Kong, and I went to Hong Kong and I met her, and I spent a week in Hong Kong, and then I spent a week in Manila with the same woman, and then I went back to Alaska and worked hard, and I tried to get. I told her to try to get a visa from Hong Kong to Alaska, and my work, they wrote a letter of recommendation for me to petition her to come to Alaska and all this stuff. And by then her mom passed away, and I paid for her mom's funeral and all this stuff, and then things didn't work out, and I was heartbroken. But I went on, and I found another girl on Yahoo, and I went to the Philippines, and I met her, and then I went back to Alaska. Then at that time, I cashed out half of my 401k and some investment money that I had, and I gave them 2 weeks notice at the beginning, and I went to the Philippines. Then I opened up my business, and the rest is history.
Yeah, in one of your old videos, you had this slideshow of pictures.
Yeah,
and it showed like
that's
like
my internet
stacks of cash, right? Like it might have been like $100,000 or something. Like, how did you get that over from? Did you just deposit all that into the bank and then?
Yeah, that's
in his pocket.
Well, no, but I wore. You ever see those big fanny packs? You know The Rock. He wears that. Okay, I went there during the beginning of 2000. I didn't have to take off my fanny pack. I didn't have to take off my shoes. I had to take off my coat, and I could walk right through the gate, and I didn't go off. So they didn't search me after that. So I got my carry-on stuff, and I just kept on walking.
Wait, didn't they have those X-ray machines back then?
Well, they had an X-ray machine, but I didn't have to take off that belt, my fanny pack.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to take it off.
How much did you take in cash?
2 million. 2 million pesos. That's 40,000 US.
40,000 cash. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get that. That's crazy.
Holy cow.
Well, it looks like a lot. But that, and then I like I said, it was pretty easy, really. But today you got to take off your shoes. I think maybe your socks.
That's true.
They grab your balls.
On you got to take off your body, and then you got to stand inside of that machine and lift up your arms.
Yep.
To see, I don't know what, but I'm not sure what that machine does. But yeah,
not everyone goes through it though.
Yeah,
not
I
everyone.
think you got lucky, dude. I wouldn't do that at all.
Right,
I mean,
you can take as much as you like over with you. You just have to declare it. That's all.
No, 10. Yeah. You had to anything over $10,000.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like physically carry 40 grand with you. I mean, once you step out of that airport, nah, hell no, I wouldn't take that risk.
Well,
wow, who's going to think? Like he said, he wore one of those money belts around his waist. So who's going to see it?
No, I mean, one of those airport guys could like tip somebody off outside. Be like, oh yeah, this guy's
gun to your head.
Yeah. But I hurried up, and then but the funny thing is, I had U.S. currency, and I had to flip. I flipped some of it when I was in Manila, and across the street, I stayed in McCarthy, and at a hotel, and across the street there was a Western Union. I went to the Western Union with my companion, and they didn't have a lot of money like in pesos to exchange, but they took my money, and then they went to a big the boy ran down the street with my money, and he took it to the big Western Union, and they give him the cash, and then he came back to that Western Union that I was at, and then they finished the exchange.
Kev, man, you're too trusting.
And that little boy,
he's dangerous.
That little boy said he was scared going there, and he was scared coming back. Yeah. He said he never stopped running.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I am a trusting person. But I figured at the Western Union, they're responsible for the money. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, once it goes into their hands, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So moment we traded hands, then they're responsible for all the transaction until they pass it to me. And then I got the money, and then there was a security guard there, and then he escorted me to the hotel.
Yeah.
But he walked me to the hotel because he probably thought I was going to give him a tip. I didn't, though.
My kind of guy. Tip? What's that? We don't tip in our country, so why should I tip anywhere else?
But yeah, and then like you've seen the money, and then you've seen I don't know. I had to look at the video again to see what video you're talking about. But is that where I had my internet cafe?
Maybe it was basically like there was music in the background, and you were just showing like.
Okay, yeah, I was getting ready I was prepping myself to leave.
Yeah.
From the U.S.
Yeah.
But in the other video, then it showed when I had the internet already built up, and then my boss from Alaska, he came down and visited me after I already built it up some.
What would happen could you go back to that place and work again? Maybe not in the same position, or what?
Yeah, but they went union 2 months after I left. The general foreman, he told me like not to leave, but he didn't tell me why, because he couldn't reveal that they were going union.
They were headed that way. Okay.
Yeah, and he sat me down, and matter of fact, we went to Sea Galley. Maybe Dick and Cider went to that restaurant before, It's a big Alaskan seafood restaurant in Anchorage, and it's called the Sea Galley. And he took me there, and he wined and dined me just for I would because see, a lot of the buildings that at Red Dog Mine, they were all pre-made in the Philippines, and they were shipped from the Philippines to Alaska. So we had a lot of people working, like overseeing the project in the Philippines that was working at the mine. And so they already knew a lot of the stuff that went on in the Philippines. And a lot of people tried to tell me, you know, just go to Mexico and have a good time and then come back 2 weeks later. You know, when people try to tell you to do something because they might know more and for my best interest, seriously, you always sit down and try to calculate what they told you, if that's a good idea and should I listen to them. And yes, I should have listened to them because I lost a lot after I left. Financially, my parents, my dad, my mom passed away when I was in the Philippines. My wife divorced me, and a lot of stuff happened that I didn't foresee.
You lived there for 13 years, so that 40 grand lasted you that long?
No. it went away maybe around around a little bit over 3.5 years. I went through that because of making my business, and I had 3 businesses at the same time. I had a pool table business, a billiard business. I had native food, and I had the internet cafe, and I had a boarding house upstairs. So I burnt a lot of candles to get where I was.
I would have started maybe like one business, you know?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah. And then try to thrive off of that one. But when you had so many, and I bought everything, I didn't go bamboo when I bought things. When I say things, I'm talking about furniture. So I went to SM and I started buying, like, I'm talking about SM department store, and I bought nice furniture for the bedrooms. I bought metal bunk beds and dressers and all this stuff. And at the end, I got screwed.
Was it your wife or girlfriend that pushed you to that, like her family, or was it just you?
Well, I know that. I mean, this happened when I had my Yahoo girlfriend, and I thought she was the one, and I just was going there blind, and I thought everything was good. And then her mom started coming every week on Thursday, having her hand out.
So mother-in-law.
Yeah, well, just my my girlfriend's mother. So yeah, it was just. And then when I lost everything, and she gave me money back, but she fraction of what I spent. And then I took it and I kind of like went away. But I stayed in there, and I knew a lot of Koreans. And one of they had a Korean, one of the kids, one of the guys had a birthday party, and I went to their school because I like Korean food. And one of the owners came up to me and asked me if I would want to work there, and they give me free, not free, but they would pay my room and board plus give me a salary. So that's what I did at Christmas time and summertime. I taught Koreans English.
How much do those Korean schools pay you?
Well, I got almost $200 for cost of living, and then I got roughly the same amount there at the school. So right around almost $400 a month.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was only for Christmas time and summer vacation, because that's when the Koreans come to the Philippines, is during those 2 times. And then I had off time. That's when I went. But at first, my son passed away with my son's mom, and I had a son from a woman, and then I had a daughter from another woman. But first, my son's mom, I was with her first, and then my daughter's mom was the last one. And then when my son passed away, everything went south, and I started drinking a lot. And my son's mom invited me to leave. She kicked me out, but because I was being an ass when I was drinking, and I started verbally blaming her and her mom for my son passing away. And then when that happened, I left. But at that time, I had 2 girlfriends and 2 kids from 2 different women at the same time. And when my son's mom told me to leave, then I went to my daughter's mom, and I stayed with them until 2013. So and then everybody else knows what happens after that. But I told everybody the same story before, but, still the same story.
Oh, Big Kev, I heard Chris and Sabu give a shout out to you on his live stream the other day.
Yeah, he is, because like I said, I have no problem with Chris. I mean, Chris is big lead compared to me, but I talk nice, and I give shouts out to Chris, and he was just doing the same thing back. I'm not an ass.
No, he's a nice guy. Yeah,
I treat everybody like you treat me nice. I'm gonna do the same thing back to you. So yeah, I'm not a shit until you act like
what you preach.
He's only prick to you, right, Mike?
Hey, Chris. Oh yeah, he's all right, I suppose.
What do you mean, suppose? He is a good man.
Well, I don't know. I don't really watch this channel, and I don't really know the guy. But I mean, he's all right. Yeah, it doesn't mean I hate him. It just means
he's very nice to me, and
that's good.
I pass it on to him.
Okay, yeah, I'm all good for that.
I mean, nice to people too, and maybe they'll be nice to you back.
Well, fucking, what are you talking about? I'm always nice.
Well, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you back too.
Well, I put up with you, don't I?
No, it's the other way around. I put up with you.
Well, Jesus, I don't know. What can I say?
Not too much.
I can tell you, we got 28 people watching.
There's a lot of. That's why I'm being nice to you, because there's people watching. But you guys,
there's nobody watching, man. He doesn't have it.
But
I heard you. But see, you guys are my audience, and you guys are cool to me. Well, of course, I'm cool back to you guys. So, but there are some people who think I am like real bad person, and they think that I send you guys over there to bring people to me. It's not a crock. I mean, I just can't believe that.
Well, who's saying that, Kip? Is there people saying that seriously?
Oh yeah, I'm not joking. They all think that people go over there and like my people go to them and then steal people to come see me. That's why they get no numbers.
Oh, what a load of rubbish! It just comes down to one fact.
I never heard that before, but they accused me for doing that.
Oh well, it's just insecurity, and so how stupid's that?
Oh hey, you guys, remember last week? Seth was saying like one day I had 400, now I'm at 397. Well, if you look at my right now I'm at 412. Because he was surprised that I lost some people. Well, now I got people come to me.
Yeah, but what you got to realize too, a lot of people they sub to you, but they might close their channels down. So once the channel's closed, that sub goes away.
Yeah.
So you think about it, how many channels have been closed down and how many of those subs you lost?
So yeah, I gained quite a few more people. So
well, you're going international, Kevin. I mean, it's not just this genre. Think of all those people out in YouTube land that stumble across you, or like you're doing one on the solar eclipse. Well, in the taglines, that will probably attract a different version of people. They'll click on it. They'll click on it and say, "Oh, what's this all about?" Then they'll hear me and say, "Fuck this."
Well, I know, but that's called casualties. But that's okay. You're still a good cheerleader. I don't ask you to help me. I'm glad you help dissuaded people to be generous.
Yeah. Oh well, Kev, it's a good cause, mate.
Well, I know, but those guys think that I'm spending the money and it's not going to what I'm saying it is. I mean, it's still the same story. So, but like I
say, the only people that you should be concerned about are the ones that have actually contributed. But in saying that,
all of you guys been very supportive, and I mean, I'm not out. You hardly ever hear me as say like, oh, check out my stuff,
What was that?
I have no clue.
Oh, that's I was just getting a notice. I had one guy leave. When you hear that noise, then he unsubscribes. He must have heard your voice, Mikey.
Oh, really? Is that what it means? Liar. Fucking you having me on.
No, I think people would actually be interested. Like people from America would probably be interested in your voice when they hear it. Because, they don't hear that.
Well, I got people from Holland, Canada, England, Aussie, Kiwi land.
Yeah.
And then US. So I have, if you look at my my stats, you got Fred too. Hey, buddy. So I got a lot of people from a little bit of everywhere. But see, I mean, yes, my channel is about Philippines, but I also want to try to open it up to like open conversation about other topics, not just the Philippines. So I want to have like a variety of things going on. And then I have you guys coming in and sharing different stories also. So, like I said, it's kind of nice to have different things going on.
So what's the time over there now?
It's time for me to get my little. It is 8:54 p.m. Monday night.
Ugh.
Roberto had a good day today. he got tired of listening to me, and I was talking earlier this afternoon, and then he had a famous football player come in, and he left me for him. some Dallas Cowboy football player, number 88.
Who is that? Emmett Smith or somebody like that?
I don't know, but he was a 3-time very I don't know who he is, but I don't follow football too much. But he was somebody, and Roberto went and got a picture taken with him.
Oh,
it's Michael Irvin.
Oh, Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a good player.
So that's pretty cool when you get to.
Did he owe money on his credit card?
I don't know, but the guy was smiling with Roberto.
Oh, okay. We'll probably hear all about it next time he's on. Roberto's getting quite a name for himself as the local bully, isn't he?
Well,
he's threatening everyone. I'm just trying to think who else he threatened.
Where's Aloe? Well, I think Aloe's been pretty busy, and he should talk to me or talk to you guys. He doesn't talk to me. Once in a while he does, but he's gonna come back this week sometime.
He's got an exclusive.
He's gonna have a show today.
He's got an exclusive.
Aloe's okay. I mean, I don't know. He's been okay with me so far. I just hope he doesn't,
So's Dorian.
He's a hard cookie to crack. So
Dorian's okay too, just the smell.
Yeah. Yeah. I like jackfruit myself.
Sorry, Halo. Sorry, Halo, if you're listening. Really, he's not threatening me. I feel so left out. So make up a song about him then, Mikey.
Oh, hey, Mikey.
Mikey retired, I guess.
Well, yeah, but Mikey has a couple of songs.
Maybe he'll come out of retirement.
Mikey, you in the Philippines yet? You in the Philippines, mate? Not yet. I thought he was going. Is he going still, or?
Well, yeah, he's going pretty soon, I understand. Why don't you just ask him?
I just did. I'm waiting for a reply, but it might be on time delay. I don't know.
Well, you might be angry. You make me
September 12th.
angry.
September 12th. Okay. I'll make sure. I'll make sure the fucking immigration know that you're coming, Mikey, and they can check. They can check your buy-in box or whatever you want to call it.
Hey, just calm down, okay, Kiwi? Just calm down. No need to get your geritol start bubbling. Well, talk about bubbling. How are you feeling? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm feeling good, thank you.
Did you? Yeah. You said you were going to go to the doctor.
Oh, I'm waiting for the pricks to ring, but they're like lawyers. They only ring when they fucking when you pay the bill.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious because I don't want you're not talking to me for like a week, and then I gotta start sending the National Guard looking for you. Then you get mad at me, and then you're gonna get a lot of subscribers and all this stuff.
Yeah,
So, Mikey, how does your insurance work with doctors in New Zealand?
Don't make it a long story, just a short story.
Do you have copay?
Long thing.
You go to your doctor, do you have to pay a percentage of the visit or whatever, like we do here?
Yeah, basically, it's we have
Okay, that's too long.
You're a fucking asshole sometimes, Kim.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
You make me feel real down. Welcome.
I'm just curious, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Basically, it's the same as probably everywhere in the world. We have a doctor's fee, depending on your income level, and that we get some, like our pharmacy stuff's subsidised, all right, and the doctor's fee, I suppose. I'm on a high. How would I put it? High thing, so I get a bit of a discount because I have so much. I spend so much on drugs,
right,
of the legal kind.
Hey,
yeah, of course.
Just talk to Gandalf; he'll help you.
But like if we, I suppose we're a bit different to the US. Like insurance isn't compulsory here. We pay it through our taxes and stuff like that. Like if you got insurance, it's all better. You get things done quicker. But like if you don't have insurance and you need a knee operation or something like that, they put you on a waiting list. But things get done when you need them done, I suppose.
What if you have like an infection in your knee or something like that, and it's dangerous? Will they expedite it or something? Or if it's life threatening, you get dealt with straight away. Mm-hmm.
There's always that. But I mean, things like knee operations, they can drag out. Just depends.
Well,
depends on what the illness is.
Mikey 550 of the show. What? Remember when you sat in the chair and I told you that was a special chair? You remember.
3 fucking hours shopping. I waited in the bar. I was pissed that she came out.
Heck, I'll be drunk 3 hours in the bar.
He's right about 3 hours fucking shopping. That's nothing. My wife made me stand in the fucking line in Robinson's once at some for a fucking 500 peso item, and fucking I waited like half an hour.
You have to say fuck in every word.
Why? What's wrong with fuck? Don't you like it?
Well, because maybe there's people covering their little kids' ears when you say that.
Oh, they shouldn't be listening to this show. It's not a show for children.
So Outlaw and Robert are going to have a debate.
You wonder why I don't get no money from YouTube. YouTube understands my type of swearing very well. They know that it's part of our language. I've been getting demonetized because they're saying unfriendly for viewers and stuff.
Oh, what a load of rubbish.
But just rate it at R or something, change the rating.
No, they just say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mute Mikey when he's talking.
You're right, Richard. That's all he has to do is put an R rating on it.
Yeah.
On the postings, that will solve the problem.
Sure.
I'm getting gumdrops for commercials, and these other guys are getting like Michelob and Budweiser commercials, but I'm getting like fingernail polish commercials. I don't.
Well, I appealed to the finger polishing type of people, I suppose.
Well, yeah, but I figured the language, they would give me like bear commercials.
Speaking of fingernail polish, my wife went to graduate school with this Vietnamese girl, and she's back in Vietnam now. She has just a makeup channel, and she has like 100,000 viewers, and she does well with it.
Yeah, it's amazing. And they even get to the stage where they actually get companies supplying them with product. That's amazing.
You get stuff sent to her and everything, and
fuck it. This Philippines genre is small potatoes compared to what's out there. Some of these.
Well, I know that's why I like to have maybe they could send me like a case of beer, and I start drinking again.
You promote the beer channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you see Kevin doing a makeup channel?
Yeah. We'll get Outlaw here then.
I could do it, but I'll have a couple of drinks, and I come out of the bathroom like on an airplane, lipstick everywhere.
You could do a nappy channel. You could do Huggies. Huggies might be interested. Adult nappies.
Sports clothes. Oops, this one's too small, and I move and it rips.
Yeah.
What did I say? Big and tall, huh?
From last week, why don't they get Depends to sponsor Kevin?
One size fits all.
Kevin wants like Cabela and Carhartt and all those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I come out, shrink to fit.
Oh, we could have a word to the Philippine importers of the bolo knives, and you could be a fucking sponsor there. It might be a sponsor in there.
It's one of those insurance companies.
Yeah, human tested.
Bolo.
Yeah. Yeah, get the brand of that bolo that whacked you on the head, and give them and write to them and say, look,
not sharp enough, not heavy enough on the right end.
You realise though, if you were in America and that happened, you could sue the bolo company.
What? Because I didn't die?
Yeah, so faulty product that didn't work.
Shit, in America you can sue anybody for. Some lady sued. Some old woman sued McDonald's for like $11 million. She spilled hot coffee on her lap. You know.
Yeah,
I know.
I seen that, and when that happened, and that was like that happened a long time ago, and the coffee was like scalding like over the normal amount.
Yeah,
and it burned. It was like over 3rd-degree burns. It went all the way to the flesh.
Yeah, but
you shouldn't have been using the coffee as a crotch warmer.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's like we can't sue people here in New Zealand, eh? You know, especially for shit like that. We have what we call ACC, and basically that covers any, like if you fall over in someone's restaurant or something like that, or it's called ACC. We're not allowed to sue.
At a couple of bars, and it didn't help me none.
Well, it comes back to personal thing, isn't it? It's your fault, not the shop owner's fault, unless it's unless it's proven that the shop owner had nails sticking up in his floor or something ridiculous, and you tripped on that.
Yeah,
but you Americans fucking sue for anything. It's like given.
Everybody used to it.
It's the lawyers here.
Yeah, it's a lawyer's dream, America. Yeah. I mean, you look at you guys on YouTube.
Chasers. Yeah, they're ambulance.
What about the guys on? What about the guys on YouTube? The YouTubers, they all want to sue each other. Fucking hell. Sue for what?
What are they going to sue each other for?
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Today, this morning, YouTube asked me to take a kind of like a quiz about YouTube. Oh my gosh, it was an hour long of like asking me questions and all this kind of stuff, like a survey.
Yeah.
And they had things like that they mentioned, and I didn't know I didn't know that they had that stuff. So I kept on putting no answer. But now I'm going to go back and try to take a look at, because they said if I had a complaint, did I know where to send a complaint from? And I put no answer. I didn't know they had. So I guess I should really take a little bit more look at what YouTube has to offer.
Yeah.
Well, you should.
Well, speaking about lawsuits, Google, I think, is being sued in the EU or something like that. It's an ongoing suit for, I guess they say they have a monopoly or something on their search engines and all that shit.
So what?
Well,
don't Google it and go to Allah and do it instead.
Well, I don't know. America, we're famous for breaking up companies like the Standard Oil Company. What do they call that? I forget what the hell they call that. They don't like companies getting too big and having monopolies. They're trying to do it to Amazon now too.
Well, what happens? What happens is that when you become a big company like Amazon and that, you become the monopoly, and you don't. And then they can. Then once it gets to a stage where they suddenly up the prices and dictate to everyone what it's going to be. There's no competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. You can be a company and be a certain way, but I mean, if you become, it's a bit like here. New Zealand's a small place, so our power companies are a limited ownership, right? So you don't get freedom of choice, and you don't get you don't get competition. So if it's something's $1, it's going to stay $1 until our petrol prices are in the world are one of the highest are in the world. Our petrol prices, you'd be surprised how much we pay for.
Well, if you went nuclear, then the prices would go down.
Oh, stuff the nuclear. We don't need that shit here.
Put that upon yourself.
Well, what, are you going to run your car on nuclear?
No.
They've been polluting the fucking Japanese been polluting the oceans for years with that nuclear shit.
See, today,
well, where do you think Godzilla come from?
Today I was driving home from work there, and our gas prices went up to $1.41.9 a liter.
Wow.
Okay. Is that a liter?
A liter.
That's
okay, ours is $1, well, nearly $2 a litre. You might as well say it's $1.98.6 or something ridiculous.
Is that for the highest grade, highest octane, or for
that's for the regular?
Oh, for the regular,
leaded.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why Canadians go across the border to gas up. It's a lot cheaper.
That's crazy. You guys have a lot of natural resources in Canada.
But we send it down to the United States to be refined, and they ship it back, and we pay the import tax.
That's fucking crazy. That's insanity.
Yeah, but I think it's Texas.
How you doing? I never asked you. How you doing?
Who?
You, Fred.
I'm doing pretty good. I missed your show earlier. I was busy working.
Well, you didn't miss much. I was trying to film the Eclipse, and my computer fall. I was sweating. I started breathing hard. You should have heard me breathing when I was when I was doing all that work. Somebody asked me. They asked me. They go, Kevin, are you okay? I go, no, I'm not okay. My computer falling. I'm hot. My water falling. I'm losing focus on the Eclipse. And then Richard's trying to help me, and he had to go.
Yeah, you probably needed a tripod for holding your camera.
Well, I did have a tripod. I did have a tripod, but it was one of those Amazon cheap Chinese tripod, and it fell over. And my telephone camera, because I'm trying to do Facebook and I'm trying to do YouTube at the same time, like filming them, and it just didn't work out. You know, it was a horror story come to life.
Hey, at least you tried.
Well, I did try. I mean, you can look at it and it worked, but and then I wanted to take off the lens for the entire Eclipse, and I took it off, and then it started going back to daylight. So I tried to put the lens back on it. It just didn't work out. It was one of those. It was one of those days.
About 80% of the Eclipse here.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We had 95, and it was good.
Yeah.
I kept looking at it without my glasses on, and then I put my glasses on, and I go, "Oh, that's a lot better." Because see, I'm trying to do everything and look up at the sky, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, no, I tried to take some pictures too, but you need the filters on the camera to really have a good picture, like a good view of it. Other than that, it just looked like it's just a big bright ball in the sky. And I got like reflection off the moon. It looked like it had two little moons in there.
Oh.
So.
But yeah, it was fun. But now if I close my eyes and open them up, I got like spots still. So maybe I got like flash burn on my eyes.
You're not supposed to look in there.
Well, I know that, but I like wait for the flash. Whoa.
Kevin used to weld without his goggles, right?
I didn't go. I didn't get flash burn, but I was worried about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys are something else. Oh man.
Only in my show. But hey, I'm the only show out of all the expats that tried to film the Eclipse. I talked to.
We had the Eclipse in the Philippines.
What's that?
So I don't think they had the Eclipse in the Philippines today.
No, they didn't.
Because it would be nighttime there anyway, so they wouldn't have even seen it.
Well, yeah, but that's why I tried to film it so they could see it.
Oh.
and it didn't work out, but I tried.
Terry and Jimmy, there's something else. And Ray.
But in my show, I try to let everybody have a chance.
Hey, Jerry. Jerry is in the house.
Hey, Jerry, how you doing, buddy?
He wants to know what you deviants are up to.
Falling asleep listening to Kevin.
Oh, gosh. Hey, you know, old man? Oh, you're only a year older than me. I'm sorry.
He's old. I didn't say I was old.
Gosh. But I felt I took a nap today, and I felt a little bit tired when I was trying to wake up, and I just said, I
don't need pills for that. So it's all good.
Yeah. It had a very good day. I had fun, even though things didn't work out. But if I would have just, ask Roger Miller. He's been to Alaska. He knows the same places that I've been to. That's why he come here, because he found out I was from Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Roger, is that a reference or what?
He's a very good guy.
He might deny all knowledge now, Kevin.
Yeah, he's a very knowledgeable man. Well, you guys, you got enough out of me today.
Good enough.
I'm gonna let you guys go.
Are you gonna take a nap for like a week?
Well, hell, it's been 2 hours, you know. Oh, Kevin, what is this, Randall? You're Randall's the one that gave me the picture of that Chinese eclipse.
Uh-huh.
That was a keeper, buddy. That was a funny. I hope those weren't your nuts, but it was a funny gag.
Mm-hmm.
Alaska fisherman rules. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, those are brave guys, man. Very brave.
Yeah, the Alaska crab fisherman is ranked #1 most dangerous job in the world.
I believe it.
To the military. I mean, military in action.
Yes.
So I get to say I did that too. Not the military crab.
Did they make a survival suit that fits you, Kevin?
Oh yeah, I was skinny back then because I puked all the time. I was quite lean, mean fighting machine. And plus I got seasick every day, and I mixed that in with some of the food you guys were eating, so don't laugh.
So what are the average seas when you're out? What is the height of the average sea?
We had around 40-foot swells.
Oh, man.
But we were in a pretty decent sized vessel, but we got pounded a lot. But we have all those weather channels and radars that foretold when a storm's coming. So we would usually go close to land and anchor up.
Yeah.
And then everybody could sleep, and then I would have to cook and do anchor watch at the same time.
What's it feel like when those big waves break over the deck and you're on the deck, man? It must be nasty, huh?
Well, you got pushed around a little bit, but it really wasn't that bad. Sometimes I broke my kneecap when we have like giant manhole covers that we throw the live crab in when we have a good catch, and we had the manhole cover was open, and I was pushing the one of the big pots, and my leg went in the hole, and it hit the corner, the edge of the hole, and it filleted my kneecap open. So now I just got a big gap between my kneecap. So that's the older you get, the more you feel your younger battle wounds.
Yeah, Jimmy, I think I have seen that. Yeah, I like that show. Yeah. Yeah.
What show's that?
Wicked Tuna. Wicked Tuna. Yeah.
Huh. Is that in Boston?
I think it's in the, what do they call it? The Outer Banks, which I think is off the coast of the Carolinas.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like 1,000 miles out in the Atlantic.
Because I remember that movie, The Perfect Storm. And that was out of Boston.
My brother
out of the Cape.
Was just married then.
Born over by the Cape.
And went on a trip to Florida in a car with his friends. And there was actually snow in Florida that year. There was like a nor'easter that came up the East Coast. It was unbelievable.
It snowed or was it frost?
It snowed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Dick Insider. That was kind of rude, whoever took the phone call. I'm sure it's TV Mike.
Where you get all the heat, Mike?
Well, yeah, because he's funny. He's fun to pick on because he has that good accent.
You just want to hear him say "fuck."
No, not really. But thank you for egging him on to that.
Yeah, I'm not
guys, I'm still trying to get out of here, so it was nice talking to you guys. I saw the snow. Jim, in Florida. What? Sit on it. You know? Oh my God. And you called me a child, huh?
Yeah, those rescue swimmers on the Coast Guard in the Perfect Storm were amazing. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know how guys do that, man. It just blows my mind how they can do that.
Well, I like that movie that Kevin Costner did about the Kodiak movie about the Coast Guard.
I think these days he's got like a country and western band or something. Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's an old guy by now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is, but he's into playing music now.
Hey, yesterday I heard that Jerry Lewis died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Oh no, I never seen Billy Joel. I really think he's a great singer and songwriter, though. I think he's phenomenal. Yeah.
Billy Joel, wasn't he that the first kung fu guy in the movies?
No, Billy Joel is from Long Island. He's a songwriter. He did.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
He had that beautiful model wife.
Right, Uptown Girl. Yeah.
Uptown Girls.
Yeah. But he wrote lots of good. He's really, really talented writer. Yeah.
He kind of gained some weight now.
Yeah, he's old.
We all
man.
gain weight when you get older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
all right,
some really
guys,
good
I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Maybe not in the morning time, but in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, the Coast Guard 3.
Must be tired, huh?
Wow. Did you know Roberto? Oh, you've been saved. Okay. By the Coast. Well, okay. Was that in Alaska? Hey, Thomas. Hell, Roger.
Wow.
You can tell me your story next day. Hell. All right, you guys. I'm out of here. You guys have a. Okay, now you want to come on right when I'm saying that.
You throw us under the bus, Ray is saying. We're just getting on a roll here, right?
Hey, I'm gonna roll my butt in the bed. So
all right, Kevin.
I had a rough day today.
Yeah, you worked hard for that Eclipse.
For that fucking
I know it.
Kevin's Eclipse.
You should have let NASA handle it or whatever, the Weather Channel or whatever. It was a great effort on your part, though. I got to hand it to you. You tried very hard.
Yeah, Kevin's blog of his fucking Eclipse will be on the National Geographic Channel tomorrow.
You know, your enemies are going to be busting your chops about that. Yeah, and they're going to say, what the hell is this? Right? That's what I was saying. Oh,
I don't have no enemies. I just have well wishes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish you well, Kevin.
Yeah, we wish you well.
Lots of happiness.
I appreciate you guys are all number one.
All right.
No, let me get out of here. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later on.
Okay, have a good night.
See you, Richard. See you, Kevin.
Take care, Mikey. All right,
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Let me close out of here.